Hi everyone, it's Jen Nieto from the Pixie Post, and I'm back with the weekly oracle card reading for May 14th. And we're going to see what the universe has in store for us this coming week because it has been a wild ride the past couple weeks. So the energies are still chaotic, as I always say, and there's been a lot of healing going on. It's been a lot of confronting or working through our fears. So there's a lot of lighter energy coming through. There's still some of that stuck, stale energy for some, but there is some light that's been shed for some people who are in that state right now, so they will be able to move forward. So I'm going to see what the universe has to say. First, a disclaimer. I am not a psychic. I'm not a guru, and I'm not a professional, and what else am I not? I'm just me, basically. I love to do these oracle card readings to give people a life direction, a little bit of hope, and if nothing else, entertainment purposes. Now, when I do these readings, they are authentic. I do tap into the universe's energy, as well as any energy or messages that come in from my spiritual angelic guides. So, with that being said, I'm going to start. I'm going to be using the Whispers of Love Oracle card deck. Actually, this is my first deck that I ever had, and I felt such a pull to this one that I knew I had to have it. And when I actually cleared the deck and put my energy in here, it was kind of a magical experience. It's hard to explain unless you're someone who does that or knows somebody who does that. It's pretty cool. And then I'm going to do my power card with Earth Magic Oracle card with Stephen D. Farmer. This is perfect because this all concentrates on nature and the elements and animals, and it's perfect for this kind of year, or time of year, I should say, with the change of seasons and as crazy as they are, and, all the new beginnings. So, all right, we're going to dive right in. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Okay. And they're really flowing nicely this week. The past couple of weeks, they would kind of flow, but not really. They would get stuck too. So it's kind of both. This time they're really just going with the flow. Hopefully that's a good sign for our reading. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a 3-card draw, as I always do, and then I'll do the power card, which is 1-card draw at the end of this. So, see what happens. Okay. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. Well, this is a very enlightening card draw. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of energy from it, too. There are times that I always feel the energy of it, but sometimes it's not as intense. This is kind of more balanced, but it's intense at the same time, if that makes sense. So we'll just dive right in. Okay, the first card is, try to get it focus, the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. So, wow, this is really interesting because sometimes we see something at face value and react or judge on that. When sometimes there's a deeper meaning to it, or there's something more going on than we realize. And the universe is basically saying, explore that this week. If there's a situation you're in that, you're, like, for example, you feel like you're being ignored by your other half or by your children or a friend, and you just feel like, well, they're just not even caring what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling, and they're just blowing me off and ignoring me. And sometimes, yeah, unfortunately, it can be that. We all go through that. But a lot of the time, there's a bigger story than we realize. And we react to how it affects us and what we see when we can't see what's going on behind the scenes. And sometimes it's better to look at the same situation with the eyes of an outsider like an outsider looking in, and actually put yourself in their shoes. Is there something maybe that you're doing subconsciously that is making them do that? Is there something going on in their lives that's making them act differently than normal? Not that excuses it, but it gives you more enlightenment, more understanding, and it could make you a little more compassionate, because we all go through our tough times, and sometimes we don't react to things uh, the same way as we normally would. And some of it, the coping mechanisms we have, or defense mechanisms, is we tend to push our loved ones away sometimes, especially if the emotions are too intense. And that's what, for those of you who know about twin flames, that is part of the journey. Once you connect and know that's the one, there's not in every twin flame journey, but in some of them, there is a time of separation. And one's the runner and one's the chaser. And it kind of applies to my life right now, but right now I'm just letting it go and go with the flow. And I know things will work out. And I think the more that you don't resist to how they're acting, be there for them if they're treating you well normally. This is not an everyday thing, so I'm not condoning any bad behavior, but if it's someone you really care about and you know that they're going through something, or you discover that, just be there for them. Don't push, don't nag, because that's the worst thing you can do, to be honest, in my opinion. Just be there for them, let them know that. And regardless of how they react, just be there, but also go on about your own life. Don't just wait around. Don't take offense. I know it's easier said than done, because believe me, I wrestled with that with this particular situation. But I finally got to a point, I'm like, I can't wait around and wait for this person to come back. I have to work on myself and move on. And I have. And if it's if that situation gets resolved, awesome. If not, I wish them love and light, and always. And I don't have any hard or bad feelings. So I think it's more also looking within and seeing how you're reacting to the situation. In our little STEAM community, we have this saying is be proactive, don't be reactive. Being proactive is so much better, and it's basically more fair. So I hope that makes sense. This is kind of a deep message. Is always get to the heart of the matter. Don't always take things at face value, because a lot of the time it's not what it appears to be. So, okay. This one hits home with me big time, and I'm sure it will for a lot of you. Okay, embrace your emotions. Beautiful card. It has a unicorn, which is a rare rarity. I don't know if they actually exist or not, but they're a rare, majestic creature. And then you have the lady hanging on, and you see all this, all the colors and all the, I don't know why that word keeps coming up, but chaotic kind of beautiful mess. And that's kind of how life is. It's a beautiful, chaotic mess. And I don't know about you guys. I wouldn't trade it for the world. That's just what gives our lives depth and meaning. And it makes us even stronger and better people. So, but anyway, this one says, embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. See, I have a big problem with judging my emotions, especially if it's not the happy, light, oh, I'm happy all the time. And again, I normally am happy, but I released a video a few days ago, I think it was, about anxiety. So I cope with that a lot. And I've been better lately, which is awesome. So I'm starting to work through it. And a lot of us judge our own emotions because we're, we may be mad about something or we're super excited about something. It could be positive or negative, but we're like, oh, yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. We shouldn't be feeling that way, and it didn't really count, and blah blah. And your emotions do count. Your emotions matter, and it is okay to feel how you feel. The universe wants you to recognize that. And don't stuff it down where you can't feel it, supposedly, and you push it to the back burner and go, oh, ignore it, and, just go on about life, and then you wonder why it blows up in your face 6 months later. So, yeah, they're just telling you to deal with your emotions constructively. Also heal your traumatic experiences through facing your emotions. And I know it's not easy. I truly understand that, and the universe knows that. But it's necessary. I mean, even if you try counseling, journaling, meditation, exercising, just anything that will give you, or maybe a creative outlet, anything that will give you a means to express yourself and be able to get rid of that traumatic energy and transform it into energy, into light. And it's not easy. You might go through a tough time. You might have to face those fears in order to move forward, because you can't move forward in your life and can't grow as a person if you don't face it. It will always hold you back. And fear is an illusion. It's an illusion that the ego makes up. It's usually by something that happened to us. It could be a little thing or it could be a huge thing. I mean, it doesn't matter. It could be just something that affected us in some way and made us afraid of that thing or that event or what have you, or getting close to someone. It's time to work through that and do what you have to do that's healing to you, to work through it. Like I said in my other videos, you're not alone. You're not the only person going through something like you were going through. There's always someone else who's going through something similar. I mean, none of us are exactly the same, but, we all go through death. We go through births. We go through traumatic childhood events. We go through loss, and it's hard. It makes life so rough sometimes. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So if you embrace your emotions, go, okay, I see my emotions going through. I acknowledge you. Let them pass. Don't hold on to them. Don't dwell on them. Let them pass, and they'll eventually transmute on their own. And that's the other message I'm getting. Don't let these emotions hold you back, because the more you hang on to these fears and the more you hang on to these negative emotions, the worse it's going to make your life. I mean, it affects everything. It affects your mindset. It affects your positive emotions. It affects your relationships. I don't have to go on. You guys know. And this is something really, really, really important this week to work through. They're really stressing this because there's a lot of changes going on in the world right now. And this is necessary for us to be ready for whatever comes our way. And whether it's individually or as a collective in the world. And the lighter and higher our energy vibrations are, the better. So, yeah. So I don't really have anything more to say on that one, but definitely this is super important. So. Man, they just go at me sometimes. Okay, the third one is... Oh, I always have trouble with this camera. Gosh. Actions speak loudly. How many times have we all heard this message? Express your love through your actions. And this is beautiful. I just love the art on this. It's gorgeous. Yeah, this is more of a direct message. They're saying express your love for someone in different ways, whether it's a compliment, a gift if you want to do that, being there for that person when they really need someone to talk to. If you're in person, get them a cup of coffee or something, their favorite drink. Just, the littlest things can make someone's day so much better, and it's a chain reaction. Because when you do something for someone, then they're more likely to do something for someone else, and it just keeps going. It's a domino effect, and or butterfly effect. That's the word I was looking for. And it's amazing what the littlest things can do. And a lot of people are afraid to express love, unfortunately, because they think, oh, they're going to think I'm weird, or maybe they don't like me that way. It doesn't have to be just romantic. It could be friendship or admiration for a person, or sister and brother, or mom and dad. It could be anything. But love is love. There's all forms of love. But if you haven't told somebody how you feel for a while, or you haven't shown them, or show them, do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? They don't reciprocate it. You're not any worse off. And at least I had someone express some feelings to me earlier, and it really, really touched me, and I did not expect that. And it really just, I wasn't having a bad day, but it made my day better. It made me feel like, oh, wow, that's pretty awesome. And I think they're pretty cool, too. So, it was just a nice boost that we both needed, I think. And, and sometimes they'll bring people closer together. So, yeah. I'm sorry I'm rambling on these cards because I'm getting, again, so many messages. And I'm trying to make sure I get them all out. And sometimes my mouth doesn't want to cooperate with the energy coming in. But this is such a uplifting card. I feel such happiness and joy from this. And please do it. You owe it to yourself to make it known. Even if you just appreciate your parents, appreciate your cat or dog. Even if you do that. Anything. Or, I can't believe I forgot this, even if you do that for yourself. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and thought, hey, I look okay today. I look good today. Or you treated yourself to your favorite dinner, or took a bath, like a real nice, relaxing bath, or read a good book, or just even positive affirmations in your mind, or you can speak them out loud. It can make such a difference because you want to feel appreciated too, of course. And it's nothing wrong with appreciating yourself, as long as it doesn't get narcissistic. We don't let the ego come into that. But, yeah, I always say, if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. So that's another way of self-care. Actually speak loudly. So, there you go. Yeah, that's a beautiful card reading this week. Wow. I feel really good after that. Because sometimes I'll feel kind of heavy a little bit after the readings. And it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just so intense. This time, it's a very meaningful card reading. But I feel a lot lighter and kind of happier. So, yeah. So now we're going to do the power card. And again, to explain, I do a one-card draw from this one. And it basically is whatever resonates with you. And I'll hold it up. You can see it. And that'll be it. And then if you don't get anything from some of this, that's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just whatever resonates with you. And sometimes some messages come in more specific for specific people. So, all right. Yeah, this one's flowing too. I like seeing and feeling the lighter energy because it's been so heavy lately, and it's good things are coming. I can feel it. I'm not sure what, but good things are coming. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Ooh, well, these cards are a little glossier, so the light tends to reflect. Rain purification. Interesting. Actually, for myself, I was thinking about doing a cleanse too. So, because my body's been kind of out of whack lately. But that's interesting. Okay. You see how that? I don't know if you can see. Man, this light's really reflecting. Okay. Well, there you have it. This is the power card. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this card reading. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. So I hope you guys all have a good week. There will be a moon card reading for the full moon. Think about it. For next week. So be on the lookout for that, as well as the weekly one. And I'm waiting to do the review I was talking about my last oracle card reading. The product is in the mail, so I'm still waiting to do that. So that should be out in a few days, if not sooner. And otherwise, I'll be coming out with a couple little things. I'm thinking about possibly expanding on my vlogs where I had a really good response to my anxiety video. And if you want to know about that, I got the link up there, up here, down there, wherever. You'll see it pop up. But let me know if you want to see more of those real life talk videos. If you have any suggestions as to what topics you'd like me to cover, let me know. I'm open to any suggestions. Some I might be able to do, some I can't. You know, that's fine. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. My STEAM community, STEAM on. And remember, shine your inner light because you are worthy. Namaste. Okay, I want this shut off. Okay, computer. Okay, right. Yeah, this is my right. Why the hell won't this shut off? What? What is going on? Heal, old, wow, my brain just went dead, and I'm not even on anything. Yeah. Oh, I didn't say that. Hi. I'm gonna be using the deck Whispers of Love. Oh yeah, that was great. Ah, that was awesome. Ugh, my eye. I always pick up the other. Angela Hartfield. There goes my phone. Oh my god. God, I need a... I don't know what I need. I need something.